Now, later than advertised, the ITV News from your area.
Good evening from London Bridge. The calm now masking the horror that unfolded just up the road from here last night. The terror attack lasted for just a few minutes, but left 7 people dead and 48 injured, 21 of them critically. What we know is 3 attackers drove a van at pedestrians walking along London Bridge itself, just up there, continued onto Borough Market, got out and began stabbing people. Since the attack, police have raided properties in East London and made 12 arrests. Simon Harris has the latest.
London Bridge late at night, and a car's dash cam captures a horrifyingly familiar scene. Casualties lying in the road and on the pavement, being comforted as they await the arrival of paramedics and ambulances.
Someone said there had been a white van, that there had been stabbings after the van had driven into people. Another person I remember vividly shouting, "It's Westminster all over again."
People ran for their lives, not just out of instinct, but because they were told to. In restaurants and bars, customers were ordered to get down on the floor and under the tables as the 3 terrorists went on the rampage with knives.
All three of these men were standing there with machetes and had some sort of belt on, and it just, yeah, I looked at them and genuinely just, yeah, it was very scary.
A guy was throwing tables and other things at these people, totally unsure what was happening at the time, but a heroic act by that man who put all of our safety before his own.
The 3 attackers died in a hail of bullets. 8 police marksmen fired 50 rounds. The terrorists appeared to be wearing explosive suicide belts, but they were fakes. The focus now was to save the lives of the injured. Among those taken to hospital was 23-year-old Daniel O'Neill, whose mother visited him today.
He just stepped outside the bar for a second, and a man ran up to him and said, "This is for my family, this is for Islam," and stuck a knife straight in him. He's got a 7-inch scar going from his belly round to his back.
In Southwark, the white van used by the terrorists could clearly be seen with its back doors open. As armed police guarded the scene of the attack, London Bridge and Borough Market were no-go areas to tourists, traders and residents. In Whitehall, Scotland Yard and MI5 updated the Prime Minister on the fast-moving investigation. Within hours, anti-terrorist police raided a block of flats at Barking in East London. 12 people were arrested. Later there were more raids in East Ham. And Scotland Yard said security measures on London's bridges would be beefed up to make it physically harder to mount a similar attack. Simon Harris, ITV News, Southwark.
Well, those injured were taken to hospitals across London. Let's talk now to our reporter Ria Chatterjee, who's at King's College Hospital. Ria, what's the latest that we have?
Well, according to NHS England, there are currently 14 people being treated here at King's College Hospital. We know that 8 of those people are in a critical condition. And in the last few minutes, we've heard from French press that 1 French national has died. We also know that out of the 48 people who were taken to hospital last night, 21 are in a critical condition and 36 are being treated in central London hospitals. Now, Theresa May, the Prime Minister, paid a visit here a little earlier today. It was a private visit. She came to see some of the victims and some of the staff treating them. Typically in the aftermath of events like this, the emergency services and the NHS frontline staff are praised for their courage and commitment, and many people have been doing just that today.
OK, Ria, thank you. Well, Donald Trump has criticised Sadiq Khan for his response to last night's terror attack. The US president tweeted saying at least 7 dead and 48 wounded in terror attack, and Mayor of London says there is no reason to be alarmed. The mayor says President Trump took his remarks out of context. OK, now I'm joined now by GERARD, VOWLS, who was in a pub near here last night. I know it's very difficult for you to recall exactly what happened, but you were trying to get people away from the attack because you saw what was happening, but unfortunately quite a few were running towards the attackers, weren't they?
Yeah.
And so what you saw was actually quite graphic in terms of the people that they were stabbing.
Yeah, right, literally right in front of me. It was actually live. I saw people coming out. bars or pubs, and as he was walking around, he was just running up to them, stabbing them everywhere, in his sides, stomach, back.
And at the time, you were sort of yelling to try and get people to stay in the pub.
Screaming to people, run, run, run. Tell everybody they're terrorists, they're stabbing everybody, they're stabbing, run, 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 I was saying to people, warn everybody.
And at what point did you realise that it was actually an attack, a terrorist attack?
When I actually first saw the first guy leaning on the wall, and then I went over with the community police officer, and then I turned back and then I saw him attack that lady, the one I'm having the visions of. Yeah. I knew straight away it was a terrorist attack. But one of them ran past one of the guys who was going in the aid to help the other guy. He shouted, they're terrorists, they're stabbing people, so... And
you saw people in restaurants trying to barricade themselves inside?
In the wheat sheaf, in a restaurant, market porter, there was glasses, bottles, I could hear girls screaming, people screaming. When they got to the restaurant, they just went straight in the doors. Their doors, 2 glass doors, they was open, they went straight in and they just attacked a man and a woman, stabbed the man and the woman.
And at one point, they were actually chasing after you, weren't they?
Yeah, they chased after me when I actually tried to get them off to the first woman who was stabbed just under by the train bridge. I saw the Boris bike, I tried to rip it off, the cage, to throw it at them to get them to leave her alone so they'd run to me.
But unfortunately,
only one of them did, and then I had to run because he come towards me with a knife, and then they went straight back and carried on stabbing her.
Gerard, thank you so much for talking to us. I know that wasn't easy, but thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Now, a reminder of our top story tonight. 12 people have been arrested after a terror attack in central London, which left 7 people dead and 48 injured, 21 critically. The arrest came after armed officers raided a flat in Barking. Police also carried out controlled explosions. Well, that's all from the London team for now. We'll have more developments on our websites. Just search for ITV London online. Weather is next, then Mary will have more on the terror attack.